Morning, everyone. A bit chilly, I'm used to those 90-degree days, so don't mind the slippers. Actually, I like this get up, but open to the 12th installment of Morning Rumi. And, we've, so far with Rumi, we've journeyed from the tavern to the realm of bewilderment, and now we're at my favorite points of spirituality, philosophically, emptiness and silence. What I really like about that is emptiness and silence is you sort of empty yourself of everything, or maybe you're just stunned with everything and you sort of shut down. But it's in that void where you find the nigh infinite potential. The thing with that, though, the nigh infinite potential is, it sounds like bullshit. But once you start thinking of the way you live, and the way we all live, and the way we treat each other, that's the real bullshit. And once you can think outside of yourself on the macro, and realize you can't control it, then you can think on the micro within yourself. I feel like that's what you find in the revelation of silence. And you control what you can. I mean, the subconscious is powerful as fuck, and it's all sorts of external influences, but it's a struggle we have. But Rumi, of course, he's a different type of cat. This is just my contemporary version of it, but it's like he believed, like Coleman Barks says in the essay before this, words are not important in themselves, but as resonators for a center. A language, and that's the cool thing is Rumi within this chapter, and I know I'm going on, and this is kind of a long poem, so rush it is. He comes up with this language of people as reed flutes. Now we're all reeds, think about that, And I'm going to, read my annotations as I'm going through this, so it makes more sense. So, I don't know. It's just about this idea of language being a longing for home, being separated from the source and all that. And we're going to start with the reed flute song, everyone. So here we go. Listen to the story told by the reed. Since I was cut from the reed bed, I've made this crying sound. Anyone apart from someone he loves understands what I say. Annotation, cut from the tree of life to make music, inducing harmony. Anyone pulled from a source longs to go back. At any gathering I am there, mingling in the laughing and grieving, a friend to each, but few will hear the secrets hidden. Aristotle, friend to all is friend to none. Within the notes, no ears for that, body flowing out of spirit, spirit up from body, no concealing, that mixing. What's not given to us? It just is. To see the soul, the reed flute, is fire, not wind, be that empty. Hear the love fire tangled in the reed notes as bewilderment. Melts into wine. The reed is a friend to all who want the fabric torn. Think about that, guys. Your bewilderment turned to wine. Drunken. The ecstasy has stopped. You have that silence of contemplation. The fabric, you're unweaving the fabric of your tragic existence. And drawn away, the reed is hurt. And self-combining intimacy and longing for intimacy, one song, a disastrous surrender. And they find love together. The one who secretly hears this is senseless. A tongue has one customer, the ear. A sugarcane flute has such effect. Because it is able to make sugar in the reed bed, the sound it makes is for everyone. Days full of wanting, let them go by without worrying. That they do, stay where you are, into such a pure, hollow note. Every thirst gets satisfied except that of these fish, the mystics, who swim in a vast ocean of grace, still somehow longing for it. These are the gatekeepers of knowledge, unable to see outside of their discipline and simulation. Funny, it seems to parallel a lot of compartmentalization in our lives here. No one lives in that without being nourished every day. But if someone doesn't want to hear the song of the reed flute, it's best to cut the conversation short, say goodbye and leave. Yes, walk away from those who do not wish to be authentic. You know, embrace those who exude all-pervading universal love, and I guess days full of wanting, let them go by. Yeah, let go of your silly desires. They're just fucking these useless whims we have of just consumption. We fucking consume people, and God, there's something else. Being senseless. Yeah, when you see the truth, people will say you're crazy. You are senseless, and yeah, and I think. I think we hit those annotations quite well. And I think we're going to have fun, and I believe this chapter is going to be profound. It's going to be a profound way to start each day. So, on that note,